Holy shit!
GM, what's up?
Logic just dropped a fucking $50 bill on the Nydus, dude. What a hero. I love that man.
Up, dude. We're gonna have to. I mean, that guy is quickly, if not already, at the top of the donations page on the Nydus.
Yeah, Logic is always dropping donation bombs on the old Nydus. Thank you so much, dude. That's $75 on the night, which means the tournament was free. We're not gonna have to dip into the old PayPal at all tonight, which is fucking huge, you guys. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. You guys are amazing. I love you, Logic. And yeah, it's going down in the DMs, if you know what I mean. Nah. But in all seriousness, let's get down to it. Our red Protoss player in the top left-hand corner of the map, coming at us from All In, it is Luneth.
And his opponent, a returning show match player, actually helped us out. I believe was our second or first show match. I think Penguin might have been our first versus Cake. But the Pink Zerg from Team Revolution, it is ZesTea.
So Black Knight.
Second one, right?
Yeah, I think so. Wait, have we had him before? Maybe he's only
Yeah.
hooked us up with his teammates and never him. Oh man, I don't even know now. I'm second guessing everything. But Black Knight 232 saying I'm looking for more diamond tournaments. Cool, man. Well, we put this on every week. Sometimes we mix in a few, different things. This is actually the first time we've ever not done the Plat Diamond on a Saturday. But so you caught us on kind of a weird week. But other than that, you should also know about Proxy Tempest because they put on Plat and Diamond tournaments all the time during the weekdays. So thank you for tuning in, though, man. Hopefully you can catch us the week after next weekend.
Yeah, absolutely,
So,
man.
just
We love new players, and we definitely try and make a point of casting new players as well, too, so you have a decent shot of being casted.
Yeah, just to explain how it works, if you come back to our profile, the sign up button that you see underneath it, you just click on that and it'll take you to the week's current challenge. So that's how you'll best keep in contact with us, or go to www.thenydus.com to stay included on all of our events. Logic says, for all my pimps out there, Logic is amazing, dude. Thank you so much for that $50 donation. You are amazing. Is he the all-time top donator? Did it update? That might have kicked him into the all-time.
Oh, shit, boys. Let's see if my programming works.
Oh, but we're not on the overlay, so technically we'll have to wait. But
we will find out whether or not it works. By the way, getting into this game here, we have so much time to talk about stuff that kind of, is outside of the game because we see very macro-centered openings coming out of both players. Luneth taking that second gateway and actually it's a Twilight Council, my bad, starting to wall off at his natural there, picking up an Adept to make sure he's safe against any Ling all-ins, and ZesTea doing what Zerg does best and going hard drone.
Sirtiva GIGGLEBEAR, we paid $50. Now you guys have to kiss these motherfuckers. You didn't even give us a cap of pride that time. You're just gonna drop it all serious? No. But no, thank you guys so much, dude. $75 in a single night is pretty badass.
I think my favorite comment tonight was some people do Rainbow Kappa stuff for free. It's like, hell yeah, dude. Like
I've seen some people do some dirty stuff for follows before. Like, how are we willing to take this? God help us if we ever get a sub button. No, I'm just fucking around.
Oh man, that's funny. So one Ling coming in from ZesTea, really nice, man. Look at the cost efficiency of this Ling. Gonna get picked off by the Adept, unfortunately, but gets a scout off.
Yeah, and on the other side of things, an Adept coming in for Luneth, doing the same thing, just kind of poking in here, making sure your opponent is on the second base, and just trying to see how many drones you can get picked off real quick. He didn't shade up into the main. Instead, he chose to come over here and see that there's a third. But I like that decision almost as much, if not more. But he didn't kind of poke in all the way enough. He's just kind of hanging right outside of it. Maybe he just knows because he's like a GM level player that the third is down. But it's hilarious to me that he's right outside of it.
He can just feel it.
Well, he already has his third down, so technically he knows something's up, right? Oh, he waited until the creep popped. That Adept is a ninja. He didn't want to announce his presence.
Oh, man. So those Adepts doing a good job of holding the wall here. A couple of Lings going to end up getting picked up by them.
Nydus rules. Proxy Tempest is good, but they need more spunk. Nah, Proxy Tempest is the shit, man. Those are actually really good friends of ours. Just Jordan and Shirshadai cast it all the time. Really good friends of ours. If you want to participate in our events, but maybe you like to go shake your booty at the club on Saturday night, I'm not going to judge you. Maybe a lot of people can't do this every Saturday night. So if you'd like to do this type of thing, but maybe on a different night, I believe their night is Tuesday. So I just like showing them love. They've always shown us lots of love. So.
Yeah, dude, I never understood oh man, they're, content, I don't understand, there's just multiple days of the week and everybody likes tournaments and stuff, dude,
yeah.
for sure to go support. I mean, we love your guys' support, but make sure to go support some of the other ones as well.
Yeah. And they do so much content. Like, you got to respect how much content they drop. They're live, no shit, 5-6 times a week easily. So
yeah,
I think that alone is pretty respectful in my opinion. But back to this game, these adepts shading in here, trying to see what they can get done. They were cleaned up in the natural pretty convincingly, but they're kind of having their field day over here with this third, and these lings are just trickling in here and kind of getting picked off here rather convincingly, and just denying this mining time from this third the entire time is huge here from Luneth, man. Sure, he had to be dirty and use the depths to do it, but who cares, man, if that's, you know, that's how you got to get it done.
Absolutely, man. Fantastic shades here and making sure to wedge himself back behind the mineral line to maximize his damage. Just being really, you know, frustrating. These lings eventually will come and surround these adepts and kill them. But as you said, stopping the mining at the third there is a big deal.
Yep, absolutely. Annihilators, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you for all the love we've gotten tonight. It's been unreal. The follows haven't been that crazy, but the donations were insane and definitely makes up for it. So it's kind of like you get one or the other. It's kind of weird how that works out, but it's all, we get support every night. It's so amazing, guys. And as we said, we don't want any of that money personally. We're just going to dump it all right back into the scene. And we have a shitload of content coming out soon. But ZesTea poking in here with these lings. If he takes down the Sartosis pylon, he's going to completely deny both of these upgrades. Oh, that was so huge.
Stops the Warpins, and I don't know if you saw it, but that Ling wraparound to Baneling hit on the Sentries was really fantastic there. Luneth doing a really good job of walling instantly off that main base, and as you can see up in his main, he has 3 Stargates pumping out Oracles. So once he does finally clean these Lings up, he should be geared up to move across the map. And looking at what ZesTea has, he doesn't have any spores, and he really doesn't. I mean, okay, he has a spore in the main. I lied to you guys. But he has a
fucking liar.
I know, right? Someone's gonna be like, "Oh, he has a spore in his main, so this caster doesn't know shit."
Yeah,
but
I'm actually leaving this Twitch chat.
I know, Annihilator is unfollowed or whatever. So the Oracles now making their way across the map. We'll have to see what type of damage you can do with those.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't necessarily like either's position more than the others. Like, sure, Luneth got in and got a little bit of damage done, but so did ZesTea, and now they're both teching out of this rather well. ZesTea's already on his 4th. He's starting to switch into roaches. He has Baneling speed coming down, +1 melee coming down. Like, you know, he's making all the correct moves for sure. I'm not quite sure how Luneth is gonna follow up after this, because of the whole 3 Oracles thing. My Zerg brain is kind of confused right now. Is this the fucking pig build? Is he doing the pig build? Or is it too early to call it that?
I to be honest with you, I've never, like, I haven't seen Pig do that build. I've heard you say the Pig build, like, in whatever we were casting last week.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is the fucking get a bunch of Oracles and
that's what I'm saying. That's
build.
The Pig build. Yeah, it's just ridiculous, dude. I guess he was the first one to rock it. That's why I always said it. I'm not, like, saying that with certainty or whatever. That's what our awesome viewers told me. So, but yeah, dude, look at how much these Oracles are just destroying everything. So far, 17, 18. I'm not even going to count it because the number's going to change so frequently. We're at 20 plus, and on top of this, ZesTea is over here trying to get his own aggression done. So I really like that decision. But Jesus, he just lost an insane amount of drones. He needs to find his own damage, and he needs to find it fast.
Yeah, absolutely, man. This went from fun and funny. Like, look at the number of Oracles. Like, Jesus Christ, what is this? But Ravagers are, I mean, I don't know, man. Once these Oracles, they are, the one downside is they are victims of their own energy.
Yeah.
So they got to make sure that they can clear this out, and clear out they do. The Lings do take out some pylons and stuff at the 3rd.
Yep. Absolutely, and I'm waiting to see if ZesTea's going to go with like a Hydrogen or anything really to come down and deal with this, or how he's going to choose to play it. So far, nothing but an insane amount of Lings coming in behind this. 28 Lings, and with that +1, as long as he can get them all split up into a bunch of different juicy mineral lines, I like that decision a lot, but he doesn't know what we know in that Voidways are coming out right now. So, Jesus. Gotta head out, guys. Thanks for the stream. Best of luck to the finalists. Go Brotas. All right, later this guy. Thank you for tuning in, man. Have fun.
Yeah, man. Been here since, I think, Series 1, dude. I know it's a long time. Sometimes, you know, those 6-hour tournaments, that's a long time to ask you guys to be hanging out and watching games. But, dude, some of you stick the whole 4-6 hours. I think that is so awesome, man.
Well, that's why we tried to drop it. Like, we feel like 6 hours is too much of a time commitment to ask from people. And don't get me wrong. People were giving it to us or whatever. But, you know, for a Saturday night, we're trying to keep it somewhere around 4 hours. And knock on wood, this might be one of the first nights that we get even fucking close. But we got a bit of a yin-yang move out happening. A bunch of Oracles pushing into ZesTea's base, and he's pushing into that Ninja 4th from Luneth. What a crazy-ass game. Like, I'm so glad we got this as our show match. This has been awesome
Look
already.
at these drones. What are they doing? They're like going to war, dude. I love it. So obviously a little bit of a miss micro there. These oracles are going to fly over though. Oh, Jesus, please do something. Okay, there we go. They're going to start to attack the queens, and man, do they kill them extremely fast. Going to get to work on the spores as well. My God.
Yeah, this is insane. I'm glad the Protoss players in chat learned something because they're all going ape shit and loving this. And like that, Luneth will take game number 1 off the back of some insane oracle damage. We were kind of talking shit there, but once they popped, it was no longer funny. They were absolutely melting pretty much everything they came in contact with, dude.
Yep, that was absolutely insane. When you get a certain number of oracles, you win the game, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how it went. But you know what time it is. Time to check in on Sheila.
Sheila!
Oh shit, Luneth saying Riser taught me that build. Riser,
oh,
another...
no, but it's the pig build, guys.
Oh,
it's
okay.
The pig...
Okay.
No, it's the pig build, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking wrecked, dude. But nah, that's where I first saw it come from. So
that's fair.
38 drones needs way more queens. To add to the corrosive bile dilemma from earlier, it's called corrosive, not flaming. Nah, I was right there with you when you guys brought that up. Nah, I'm gonna take care of this, guys. Don't worry. I'm gonna put in a ticket and say, if it's corrosive and it's bile, it should be green, guys. This is fucking unplayable.
I gotta imagine Blizzard does get some tickets.
Oh yeah, you know there's that angry guy that's like, I will not fucking stand for this. I read a lore book and it's supposed to be like, oh, they probably have to deal with that all the time. And if you ignore it, you get flamed as a company. So you have to respond to that. Like, fuck.
Yeah, for sure,
I would be
man.
so livid if that was my job.
The lore doesn't match up. Literally unplayable.
I've seen like worse complaints on the forums though. No exaggeration.
Yeah.
Man, what a game number 1 though. This is a best of 7 by the way. So I don't think I threw that out there. Or a best of 5 by the way. So I don't think I threw that out there. We've done best of 3s getting to here, but
this 5. Oh, and by the way, the winner gets $10, and even the loser for showing up gets $5. Man, we call that the Riser rule because the man was awesome. And I honestly like that system a little bit more, man.
Yeah.
You get something for showing up, and it's great to support both players, you know?
Yeah, so if you know a GM that's trying to make extra money on a Saturday night, send them our way and we'll get them in here. We always love featuring people that haven't been featured before, but we're definitely not opposed to getting reoccurring players. So if you're a GM or you know one that wants to play, send them our way. But let's get into here because we do have GM players. You never know what's going to happen. Our red Zerg player coming at us from Revo.gg, it is ZesTea.
And his opponent taking a quick, well, I mean, a fairly quick game 1 with Mass Oracle there. The blue Protoss from Clan All-In, it is Luneth. And,
Ellen says, I think my soul
what's up?
just died a little.
Oh, I know, right?
Fucking oracles.
By the way, big shout out to All-In and Tech4. They help do All-In the Nydus, which we did on Friday, actually. It was great games coming out of both clans for that league. But... Usually when we're not already doing 3 days of content, we try and cast a clan war between Chobo Team League, some of those teams. So it's always been really awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been really fun to participate in that. And the VODs are up on our Twitch and YouTube as well. So if you want to catch those, they're really short. I think they're usually like in between 1 hour and 30 minutes. But the good thing there is that it's on non-standard maps, so they make for some really exciting games, and I've had a hell of a time casting it. I don't know how you feel about it, but I've really enjoyed the fact that we've got to get in on that one. So,
yeah, I agree. By the way, Black Knight, gonna go watch John Wick Chapter 2 right on, man. I've been seeing that on the Twitch ads all the time when I'm on mobile and shit. It looks pretty awesome, and John Wick 1 was pretty good too.
Yeah, have fun with that, man. Just try to get in our tournament the weekend after next. It would be cool to see you, and you said you're looking for Plat Diamonds, so... Thanks, mate. Hope to see you here. Have fun with your movie. I'm going to have fun watching this ZVP.
ZVP. I know, right?
Now, what do you think about this game so far? We've kind of just been selling out and shit, but, you know, we are up to a pretty standard game. Both players macroing up. You know, I don't really have an opinion about this game either way just yet, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, that build, like, gimmicky isn't the right word because that's not, but that build is designed, I feel like, to take, you know, a quick game off of the Zerg and just kind of overpower him. Well, I have to see as the series progresses if Luneth continues to pull out builds like that, or if we step more towards macro style of play, which I'm sure is what ZesTea is wanting to go as we see him take, you know, the quick third base in both these games here.
And a lot of GM players are really modest or whatever, but when I was talking to him about this morning when I saw him streaming, ZesTea this is, by the way, I asked him if he was ready and how he felt about it, and he did say that ZVP is his weakest matchup right now. So I don't know if he was just trying to do like the Korean Pro thing where you play down the match and then you just destroy someone or whatever, but he did feel like he's not really like in top shape in this matchup right now. But he played that very well. He just kind of got caught off guard by oracles. I mean, shit happens. So
yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
Yep.
Or just be a baller and kill him with BM.
To my knowledge, this was invented in HOTS by a Chinese Protoss mystery. Jesus.
I know that guy.
That's
went
some knowledge. Yeah.
else.
Holy
like,
shit, man. I feel stupid.
I'm like, I don't know who it is. You're like, it was
Pig.
Pig. This guy's like, it was a Chinese Protoss in January 17th, 2014.
At approximately 7:48 p.m., the third Stargate came down and changed the way StarCraft was played forever. No, I'm just
the meta
around.
changed at that exact moment.
Exactly.
Like,
I'll never forget where I was the day Stargates changed the game. Nah, but that's badass and impressive knowledge, dude. I'm not just fucking around with you. I'm just sad that I don't know stuff like that. I just sit here and make shitty jokes. Oh, this Sartosis pylon, though, getting picked off. It's gonna stop.
round 2.
Yeah,
baby.
round 2. Oh, and he broke through. Hell yeah.
Nice.
I like this.
So,
I mean, sure, it's only 5 links, but it should be able to poke in here, get a huge scout off A, and B, try to get a little bit of poke damage. So it's pretty nice.
This was incredibly worth it because you know what he scouted?
What?
3 gateways and a dark shrine, baby.
Oh,
so
God.
he's got the robo down too. He knows that this is going to be warp prism drops. That scout was absolutely money. I'm sure any Zerg in chat would be feeling pretty prime.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that.
Oh, yeah. So I'd imagine we're about to get a spore in each line. Okay, there's already one in the natural, one coming down in the main. I'd imagine okay, there we go. So he's covered. He has spores. What is he going to choose to fight this? Is he going to stick on the link path? Stay tuned. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, though. Like, fuck, I hate fighting potential Archons with Lings is all I'm getting at here, dude. Like, that's a fucking nightmare, dude.
From what I've seen, it can definitely get out of hand pretty quickly.
Yep. Penzilla saying, well, hello there. What's going on here? This is our Plat Diamond tournament. Currently, we're on the show match section of it. So this is 2 GMs duking it out. But, yeah, this is a Plat Diamond tournament. I don't think I've ever seen you in here. What's up?
How's it going, man?
Welcome. The spotlight is on you.
Dun, dun. Chat, blow him up.
But yeah, no, I was right, though. ZesTea's not trying to fuck around with Lings here only. He does drop his Roach Warren, but we have Charge coming down. This game, dude. I knew it was going to be crazy because of 2G. Oh! Okay. Man, the pickup is real.
I know, right? So that Warp Prism is getting pretty low, but the DTs were picked up. This is the best part about this build is when you can't find any more damage with DTs, you morph them into Archons, and you just continue fucking plugging away at it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so
Nice.
this is exactly what I was talking about. I hate being in this position where you're trying to fight with just... Oh! GM players
God,
know
dude,
to bring
he's
the
gonna get
queens
it.
over here. Wow. That was awesome.
Definitely going to get it, yeah. So very well played. Both Archons will actually end up going down. He cleaned up a good amount of Lings, but, you know, losing that Warp Prism and the Archon, there's definitely expensive units.
Yeah, absolutely. The wall hurts my soul. Why would you put the pylon where 8 Lings hit it? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just the heat of the battle. He was too, you know, just threw it up there rather hurriedly. But I would agree with you there that it was kind of vulnerable out there just begging to be shit on by a bunch of Lings. That's just from the Zerg perspective, though. I wouldn't have been able to hold that rush at all, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, Charge Lots. Charge Lot Immortal Archon. He's going full sheer. And then behind this, we have Bane Speed coming in. I saw the Roach Warren go down, but no Roaches just yet. I think ZesTea's just trying to get over here and figure out how many bases he's on and such things, so... Oh, he's going to catch this Warpin. Oh, no, okay. That would have been huge. But now it's...
Yeah, man, it's
oh, go ahead.
pretty big army coming out of Luneth here.
Yeah, getting pretty scary, too. Charge is already finished. There's a bunch of Archons. 2 more coming in as well. And the Warp Prism. This is pretty nasty. So ZesTea's going to try to hold this with just Queens, and he does have a couple of them. Oh, his Lings are coming in from back, too. Oh, good transfuse here. Holding him off at the ramp, but those Charge Lots are just pushing in, man.
Yeah, dude, this is pretty crazy here, as there are, I believe, DTs sprinkled in, too. Somewhere in here, maybe they got picked off, but these Zealots really just carving through everything, and the Archons providing that big, beefy backbone and HP and splash damage in order to carve through this. And 37 drones have gone down. Whether or not this ends the game, damage has been done. Zerg's in the chat shedding a single tear.
Yeah, dude, my Zerg heart is fucking broken right now. That was absolutely brutal, but I gotta hand it to Luneth. Very well played.
I'm a newbie, but I'm all about some StarCraft, so I'm a mosey on in and watch for a bit. Well, thanks, man. We really appreciate that. And there are plenty of people who play StarCraft every single day in here. So if you have any questions, a lot of cool people in chat to be asking.
What, do we got a newbie? I missed it. Oh, okay, cool. A newbie in here, yeah. This is actually not that bad of a tournament to watch for noobs because it's a Plat Diamond tournament, so things happen, you know, at a little slower pace and stuff. But yeah, welcome, man. Welcome. All right, so what a crazy-ass series so far, dude. Like, sure, Luneth has won both games, but it's not like he's just completely walked over ZesTea. ZesTea's been able to hang in there. Luneth's just got some really strong play right now.
Yeah, ZesTea seems like, I mean, in that first game, you know, not scouting the oracles is definitely going to result in you dying because they're just so, you know, goofy and strong when they get in mass numbers like that.
Yeah.
The second game, I'm not sure if he got caught up, kind of droning a little bit too hard or what, but that move out from Luneth, I mean, ZesTea did a really good job of shutting down the DT drops, man, but when it came down to it, that second move out really caught him off guard.
Yeah, absolutely, and it was extremely strong. I said charge lot Immortal Archon, and he didn't even need the Immortals, dude. That was just straight Archon charge lot, and it was insanely strong. Like, I don't know. I wonder if Riser taught him that build too. It was pretty monster. Maybe these guys can practice with each other afterwards if ZesTea needs some help with ZVP, because this guy clearly knows what's up.
Yeah, man. I think I was talking to him earlier. He said Pig taught it to him.
Oh. Wait, are you just talking? I was gonna say, you fucking asshole, dude. Are you just talking shit? All right, he's got jokes, guys. He's got jokes. Okay, so let me go ahead and fix the scoreboard really quick, and we'll get off to this. Our blue Protoss player in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, currently up 2 games in this best of 5. If he wins this, that will be it. From All In, it's Luneth.
And his opponent currently down 2 games in this best of 5 here, so he needs to find a way to come back. The red Zerg from Team Revolution, it is ZesTea.
Yes, sir. ZesTea can do this, though. The dude's a monster. So, Pinzilla57, thank you very much for the follow. ZesTea did not scout the extra gates. Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to as well. He knew there was going to be a follow-up, but I don't think he had any idea how large it was going to be, and it just ended the game, as you already said, GiggleBear. That follow-up attack was monster.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you very much for the follow, guys. It's been a really great night. $75 in donations and like 5 or 6 follows is a really good night for us. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and I'm glad people have seemed so far to like the games.
Yeah, man. And I've seen a good amount of betting going down in the chat, too, so that's awesome, man.
Oh,
I wonder who has... Is there a way to see who has the most points right now? Like,
yeah, I think you can do exclamation leaderboard or exclamation points or some shit. But yeah, there should be a command to pull that information out.
Cool, man. Well, yeah, somebody's out there with the most... It's probably us. That's probably
because we're always in chat but never gambling. Yeah, probably. But yeah, I need to enable betting, man. I always forget about it because we normally have so much shit going on in the cast. Like, we have an admin, but we do all the vetoes and we do all the OBS and everything ourselves. So, yeah, my apologies, I guess. But I am trying to set it up to where you can bet through Revlobot. So in the future, you can use something. You can use those doubloons for something.
The doubloons.
The doubloons.
So, we see that expansion going down in the front base. I'm not sure if a lot of Zergs do this, but I kind of like it because if you can safely take that, then you can fall back and take that easy third back at your, hidden natural or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, absolutely. And excuse me, I really like this play from Luneth back here, completely blocking this third here. At least he's going to know when it goes down. I don't think he's going to be able to prevent it for too long. Maybe a pylon will come down and just be like the ultimate annoying. No, okay, these things are going to pretty much... Oh! As I say that, he drops a pylon. He's doing the ultimate.
This guy,
I hate that when that happens to me, though, dude.
Artosis, watch out. He's coming for your job.
Shadowbite's joining us in chat. Everyone, if you want to watch a GM or a GM Zerg player, that's your man right there. Go ahead and hit the follow on Mr. Shadowbites. He puts on an insane stream. He asked, what MMR is Luneth? I asked for a 5,000 MMR player, so he's got to be really close to there. I know we said a GM level show or a GM show match, but I don't think these guys are officially wearing the banner of GM, but they're close enough that it doesn't matter. False advertising. People are fucking leaving.
I know, right? So we do see a couple of Lings poking out now. I think, I don't know, I wasn't paying, the closest of attention, but I think that third is a little bit later than it has been in past games.
Yeah.
So maybe ZesTea backing up a little bit, deciding to respect that. Dark Shrine scouted. Boom, ZesTea, you're the man.
Wait, did he? Are you serious?
Oh yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
That
okay.
Speed Overlord, really well played by ZesTea.
Yep. So again, getting in there and seeing the Dark Shrine. Luneth though poking him with these adepts, trying to get in a little bit of damage. They were shoot off rather quickly. Newo joining us in chat. What's up, man? Nice to see you here. Saying ZesTea hype. Let us know who you're rooting for. I know we got a few Owlin guys in here, so it's pretty obvious who they're rooting for. But if we got any more ZesTea fans, speak up. Let us know who you're going for. But again, this is an insane amount of production. It needs to be scouted.
Indeed, man. Yeah, we're starting to see a good amount of lings streaming across the map now. Some of them look like they're getting into position to attack that back base here.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's even an option on this map because I vetoed the shit out of it.
Well, we see Warp Prism and the Dark Shrine is just about to finish up too. So, oh man, is that going to get scouted by that Overlord? If ZesTea moved his Overlord, so he does see that. He's going to know.
Oh man, this is crazy. So it's going to be Archon drops on one end and a Link Flood on the other. Oh no, ZesTea actually chooses to withdraw his forces and come back and try to deal with this head on. The Warp Prism flies into the Queens, but it doesn't get picked off. He's going to be able to get out of there.
I think this is fantastic play here out of ZesTea. Really making sure that, he has an eye on that Warp Prism all the time to make sure that his queens are in position. Because look at this reception here. I mean, if he takes out the Warp Prism, this is huge.
Yeah, Sheer saying that I fucked up the score. Go ahead and edit it. You know the password, Kappa. But yeah, that was my bad. I'm not trying to intentionally slight anyone. I must have just fat fingered that. So my bad. Sheer Shadai is undefeated. Let the record show. No. I think you should be able to edit it. I'll go back and change it.
Razzle dazzle, man.
Oh yeah, I completely missed it.
Taking out 8 probes there in the back of Protoss's base.
What's a Bane drop? I'm gonna go ahead and assume.
Yep, with the Bane drop.
Okay. Awesome. So yeah, Luneth is in here trying to poke in here and deal some damage, but ZesTea's not gonna let it fly again. It already happened once. I think he's kind of changing it up this time around. And also his saturation is starting to look a hell of a lot better this time around, as this third is already completely saturated. And yeah, I'd imagine he just starts the harassment from here on out. But if he's not too careful, he's going to deal with a bunch of Archons in his base. So
specifically 4 Archons, as 2 more are being morphed and the 2 are being brought up into the main right now. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to find anywhere to drop those. Warp Prism! Okay, stays alive. Very well played.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is very good handle from ZesTea. He's able to, negate damage. He almost got the Warp Prism. It got down to how much health? 4 health. Jesus, that was close. But yeah, just preventing that damage is really good. Brocktoss says, this is the only stream I don't watch full screen because chat's so lively. Well, would you guys... Well, no. I've always considered putting chat bubbles up, but I think people don't like that during tournaments because
yeah,
it kind of distracts. But if you guys have a strong opinion on that.
Yeah. But dude, that's an awesome compliment to get because... Man, I've been in some of the other bigger channels chat sometimes, and I'm just like, Jesus, we are going full retard.
Yeah.
But, like, I really appreciate that, man. You guys
the maturity
are awesome.
of the crowd. Yeah, there's no like copy pastas, a bunch of shit spams, and like, yeah, I really like our crowd. They're usually really laid back, and we keep it pretty StarCraft related. So thank you guys to that. ZesTea though in a little bit of trouble. He's trying to find the surrounds. I think he will be able to work on this, but again, Archons. Lings versus Archons. Yeah, like fuck, I hate this position. And I think Luneth just took the 3-0. I don't want to count ZesTea out, but there's nothing really to deal with this. Sure, there's a couple roaches popping, but Jesus, this army is just tanky as hell, dude.
Yeah, I think this was... I was actually going to comment on it earlier, but I really like the way that Luneth did this. And a lot of times in the Plat Diamonds, we do see people go for the DT drop build with Warp Prism. But what they don't do that really sealed the deal in this game here was after they morph it into Archons and do some dropping, use that Warp Prism to bring in Zealots or more Archons. So what you end up with is this fatty-ass Protoss force, dude.
Yeah,
like,
and look at this. Like, between the charge lots and the Archons, there's just nothing that's going to take this down. Even with the complete links around on all the Archons, they still got shredded. So ZesTea's trying. He has a couple roaches. He's trying to kite this out, but how do you kite charge slots? It's just not really going to go over very well. And just like that, GG is called, and Luneth will